Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you guys doing today? I have a question, and the question is the download. We're going to get all into it, but the question is, have you changed? Have you changed? And you can do like a little bit of reflecting on this question. The download is coming from a person who, let's say, they feel like that they should be well off or better off in their life right now, and they're not. And they've been asking for certain things. They've been making necessary movements, but they aren't exactly where they want to be in life. So they're upset, kind of. They're frustrated. They feel defeated on some days, but they still get things done. And my question to you is, how do you know you are not exactly where you need to be? How do you know you are not in the frequency of your abundance? How do you know you are not in the place and you are not around certain people that can push you to where it is or push you to where it is you need to be? How do you know that right now you are not in the perfect place? Is it because your circumstances doesn't look like the way that you would like them to look? Now, we know that there's a need for us to have a certain type of energy on the inside, no matter what our environment looks like. The fact that you could still be frustrated because your environment is not matching what it is that you desire and what it is that you dream of, or maybe it's your relationship, maybe it's your bank account, maybe it could be your health. It's not resembling something that you thought it would look like. So you get a upset reaction because it doesn't, your environment doesn't match your desire. And we're taught to keep a high level of energy, a high frequency, even though when you started your journey, you realized that you had to keep a high level of frequency, even though your outcome didn't look like what it is that you desired, but you had to keep that high momentum, that high level. You still had to stay positive, stay confident, stay in good graces, stay grateful, right? That's how we brought about. So how could that energy could not have brought you to the most perfect place now, where you are right now? So my thing is you haven't changed how you view reality. So why should your reality change? Now, this is about to crack the code, and that's crazy because the download that I have for you is not in the cards today. It is just this download, and I feel like even if you just watch this bit of the video, it's very, very important. When you change your reality, it's not about you getting that thing. It's about what you don't get. It's about what's not happening in your life. Okay, so let's say you want to be a millionaire, or let's say you want to have a loving relationship, but you're still single, and you keep meeting guys, or you keep meeting women that is just not quite it. So now you're upset and you're frustrated, and you feel like you got on the wrong bus. You feel like you wasted some time. You feel like you need to go back here, go back there, go back wherever. But instead, in that moment, it's for you to believe that all is still well. It's for you to believe that even the relationships that failed on the way, even the relationships that were not so good choices, or even the relationships that kind of hit you off guard. But all of those relationships were all, they were all links. They were all connected. They are all connected to your purpose, to your journey. They were all meaningful. So it's kind of like sitting back and saying, this will be the highest level. And some of you guys may not understand this, but it is giving an energy that I cannot fail. I cannot lose. I cannot hurt. I cannot, like, what is actually failing? What would failing be? If you are exactly where you need to be, and the infinite intelligence is telling you that you are exactly where you need to be right now, and if you hear you are exactly where you need to be, what is failing? What is losing? Losing would be your perception of where you are. Failing would be the perception of where you are. The money is in the perception. Because I'm pretty sure I can show you people with beautiful marriages that their perception of marriages or their perception of this person is making them feel like that they are with their worst enemy. I can show you people who have loads of money, but their perception of the money is like they're in some type of prison where they have to give, and they feel like that they're in a place where nobody likes them for them. It's just their money. It kind of feels like a prison to them. I can show you prisons all over the place, and I can show you freedom all over the place. But it's like, are you going to look at the prison or are you going to look at the freedom in a situation? Now, don't get me wrong. There are situations where we are to grow and we are to leave and we are to get out and we are to end certain relationships. We are to do that. But who says ending a relationship is a failure? How about a victory? How about a completion? Who says ending a job has to be a failure? Who says losing a job has to be a failure? That could be a turn in the right direction, a turn in the direction that you need to go into. Maybe you missed something on the way. Maybe it's something that you need to see. So I've been adopting this new type of way of living, this new type of way of seeing life and understanding that it's all good. We are constantly being tested, especially when you decide to go on your spiritual journey of raising your energy, raising your vibration, no matter what the circumstances are. If you feel like you want to be joyous, if you feel like you want to be more loving, if you feel like you want to be more feminine, if you feel like you want to be more masculine, if you feel like you want to be more compassionate, if you feel like you want to be more happy, if you feel like you want to be more peaceful, you have to find that peace, that happiness, that feminine energy, all of that within, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the environment is. And the moment that you go in and you decide that you want all of these things and you want to become all of these things, or in lack of better words, find all of these things inside of you, then you are constantly tested. You will constantly get things that are not going to look like your view of something. And you will constantly get tested to see if you've changed your attitude towards reality and how it is and how it looks. And once you pass the test of you changing your attitude towards reality and how it looks, your reality changes. And it looks completely different. And the thing is about this test, guys, you can't fake this test. You can't fake this test. This test is going to hit you where it hurt. And it's really going to show how much have you grown, how much you tie your environment into your state of being. And that's like being like a thermostat, where you allow your environments to change your temperature. You're still going up and down, up and down, up and down, instead of being grounded and being stable in who you are, being stable and grounded in your happiness and your gratitude and your peace. I call a challenge for this week. I know I'm rambling, but I feel like this is good stuff. I call a challenge to, no matter what the environment is around you, that you make it your point to be happy. You make it your point to be confident. You make it your point to be peaceful. You make it your point to be joyous. You make it your point to be content. And not saying that things may not hurt your feelings, but to curse the place that you're in, or to curse the relationship, or to curse this, or to curse yourself for going through it, that will be no more in your vocabulary. Not this week. You can feel things. You can feel almost. You can feel a lot of things. You can feel these things, feel hurt. Not saying that you won't be able to feel certain emotions, because those are very, very real. But you tell yourself a different story about it. You could just say, it doesn't look like I imagined, but this is it. This is okay. This is good. Doesn't feel like I imagined, but that's okay. This is good. And also using visualizations in this practice, it would be you kind of visualizing the outcome you want, so you gain the feeling. So you can still visualize these feelings, but then we have to lose the outcome, because it's God's will. It's not our will. It's God's will. It's not our way. Sometimes it works out the way that we imagined it, and sometimes it doesn't, and that is okay. Sometimes it's way, way, way better, and that is okay. So I feel like that the perception, I'm just learning this type of, when I learned this, I'm like, oh, I have to tell, I have to share. Y'all know I'm a sharer at heart. So I feel like the perception, I'm like, oh, pull up my card. Because yes, I do still look at certain situations and things like, I'm not where, because it doesn't look like, it should feel like, it should be like, it should taste like, it should smell like. And I was just saying in another video, probably like a couple months ago, how many times have you looked back on the situation and you wish you were more present in the moment? You wish you would have celebrated yourself more, because now you can see that moment was the moment that led you to something that you wanted. And you wish you were just more present, more aware of it. You wish that you can see it. I feel like this is cracking the code of how you can see it, how you won't have to look back on certain moments and feel like, man, I wish I was easier on myself. Man, I wish I was a little bit more compassionate. You can start doing that now. Let's see what's in the blessing bag. Welcome to my TED Talk. Anyways, what's in the blessing bag for Libra? Happy Tuesday. Swimming in success. Swimming in success. Something that's very, very successful. Also a day full of fun. I don't know why when I said a day full of fun, I seen flip-flops and bathing suits, and I smelled sunscreen in the air, and you know, I just thought like a day at the pool. Somebody could be meeting their soulmate at a pool. I feel like also if there's like a pool party or something like that, go Libra. If somebody to ask you to go to like a pool party or something where you have to be in like swim clothes or something like that, go. Definitely go. I feel like you're going to be getting signs to go to this party. Go to the party. But you're swimming in success. That's the blessing bag. What is success to you? Everybody has their own definitions of success. Also, I've been getting my reading in. So, I've been reading 10 pages, which actually is way more than 10. Really been taking like an hour out of the day, maybe 2 hours to read. But starting off with just reading 10 pages a day. And I got some insight on, I'm reading one of my favorite authors, Lisa Nichols. And I got some insight on abundance, on success. A lot of people have their own meaning of success. But there's so many other people who try to mold their level of success to fit the collectives. Because everyone's doing it. And I strongly feel this happening with love. Because it almost feels like one person's perception on love and relationship changed everyone's perception. And not everybody was thinking like this. Not everybody was dating like this. Not everybody. But now it seems like for not everybody, but for a nice majority, or for a nice amount. Let me not say it's the majority. Let me not speak that affirmation. But for a nice amount, people have tailored the way of them thinking and them dating, even to what it is that they expect out of a relationship based off of what is public opinion. And a lot of people has also created some type of sense of wealth of what is public's opinion. Now, there's a lot of people who are very, very wealthy. Like I always like to say, like people think about wealth as, you know, having the cars and the house and this. But if you look at the like wealthiest people in the world and look at how they live, it's completely different. So wealth is different to everybody, but it seems like everybody has this big type of idea when it comes to wealth. Everybody's going to get the big house, the nice car, the luxury clothing, right? And I'm here with you because I'm like, okay, yeah, I want that. But it's very, very important for you to define success for you. Now, some person, I was looking at this house and it was like, I think it was in Deep Creek, Maryland. Okay, so I was looking at this house in Deep Creek, Maryland. It was in like the woods, kind of off grid, kind of. And that was like success for me. And I know it doesn't look like the mansions and everything and what people want, but that would be. So I do feel, make sure that your version of success is your version of success. And if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Even if it's that person, that relationship. It might not be the relationship that goes viral or the relationship that gets approved by public opinion. But if this thing makes you happy, that person loves you and you love them, then to hell what anybody got to say about that. So swimming is success. But what success do you want? Do you want your success or you want their success? I'm telling y'all, I've been getting some real good stuff. So I feel like there's a need for you to answer, what is success to me? We do have the Lion coming out. Some bad news. Oh, some bad news about a person trying to betray you. The only way that could be bad news is if this person has some type of access to something. If this person is a person that you expected some form of loyalty to. If this person is someone that's close to your kids, your money, your spouse, somebody that you love, something like that. If this person could have access to you. It looks like somebody could possibly have some type of access to you. That's probably why you feel shocked. Not only shocked, it's bad news. I do also feel like that there's a person. Let's see. Tell me more about this Lion. Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody that you helped. This is why. Oh. Look at the Devil card. Manipulator. There's a person that you helped. And you shocked that now they're trying to betray you after you helped them and they were in a time of need. They literally came to you in a time of need. But the Devil card says they needed you to trust them. I needed you to trust me. I needed you to see me as innocent. Ooh, I'm getting somebody. I needed you to see me as innocent. Now you see things completely different. Now you see things completely different. You're shocked that this person was trying to betray you. You have a complete outlook on life. And also, I feel like that there was a person who was who could have came to you in a time of need because they didn't feel they didn't feel threatened by you. But now that you are at a different position, this person looks at you completely differently, just like how you, now knowing this news, look at them completely differently. It's just that they started looking at you completely differently the moment that you got some type of manifestation. The moment that your desires came to you, the moment that your cup started running over. Now a person is looking like, what can I get? What can I take? I wanted to go into believe in your own magic. Oracle today. Let me see, because I already done started off rambling. Yeah, of course. I knew it. All right, so let me try to get through these quick. All right, let's see. What's coming through for my lovely Libras? My ascending Libras. Oh, your current energy. Yes, self-love, practicing self-love, mixing those potions, very, very witchy. Practicing self-love, and something's going to grow from this. The self-love that you're practicing, being there for yourself. For some of you guys, it don't matter. As long as you are there for you, you know exactly what it is that you need. And a lot of this has to do with you not being so harsh on yourself and judging you. This is for the person. Come close, come close, come close. This is for the person who is easy on everybody, but is hard as hell on themselves. They are a sergeant when it comes to them. This has a lot to do with the parent who is like that. You feel like a parent was easy on everyone, but they was hard on you. They expected more from you. You often got the disappointed look from them. They come from a parent who is easy on everyone but hard on them. And they come from a parent who is easy on everyone but hard on them. But look at you, stepping out of the way. Look at you breaking the chains by being easy on yourself. By humanizing you. You are not a robot. You do not have all the answers. You don't know, like we don't know, okay? You just going, you just winging this thing called life. It take a lifetime to figure out your own mind, so just being 100% gentle with you. Releasing your guilt. What do you feel guilty for? What did you hold yourself guilty for? For some of you guys, you felt guilty for being easy on yourself. You felt like if you spare the rod, you're going to spoil a child. And you have to parent yourself the only way that you know parenting. So you're hard on yourself. But not right now. Now you're taking care of you. You're taking care of baby Libra. Alright? The villain here. Guess what the villain is spiritually? The villain is the expectation. Whose expectations are you trying to live up to? Whose expectations are you trying to live up to? Whose expectation of success, of love, of happiness? It would be so much simple if you would just go off of your own definition of things. Humans are so different. How we all want the same when it comes to certain things that are so different, that goes off of our core values and our perceptions of life and how we were born and the parents that we had and things like that. How could we all gravitate to the same thing? That's what the villain is. Rewrite your story. And don't seek anyone's approval. And give yourself permission to win. By calling yourself a winner. That's how you give yourself permission to win. Give yourself permission to fly. By flying, by putting your wings on. Okay? Give yourself permission to be loved by loving you. What's going on the physical plane? Physical. You're first. That self-love is showing out. Putting yourself first, not judging you. I feel like some of you guys, you got tough critics around. Why are you one of them? You already got tough critics. It's giving the Critics' Choice Awards, okay? Standing up for yourself. Don't become one of your own critics. You already got people coming. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Don't you be that weapon forming against you. For some of you guys, it's not what other people say. It's what you say to yourself. Don't judge yourself. Forgive yourself for the past judgments that you made on you. Forgive yourself for calling yourself certain names just because of failed situations that are in our outside environment that has nothing to do with what we are destined and our desires and the state that we are in. If you woke up happy, you happy. Stay that way. Okay? You woke up feeling good, stay that way. It's all good. I'm just hearing Biggie, and it's all... I guess I shouldn't be quoting none of that, huh? But I don't know. I've been hearing Biggie. Like, it's all good. I'm like, Biggie, like, I don't got nothing to do with it. Anywho's. This my mind, y'all. Putting yourself first. Making yourself the priority. What message do we have for Libra in love? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Libra in love, Libra in love. Release your guilt. What are you guilty for when it comes to love? Justice is coming to you. There's something that you feel guilty about when it comes to love. Some of you guys, it could be going through a rough patch, going through tough relationships. It could be how you show up in love. It could be how critical you are of yourself, of trying to find the perfect love when you don't know what the perfect love is. This is just a gentle time for self. Come home to yourself. Endings are inevitable. Yeah, don't feel guilty for some type of ending that you have to, or ending that you did in the past. Ending that you had to make in the past. All right, let's see. What message do we have for Libra in career, business, and finances? Forgive them. Somebody is blocking your money source. Forgive them. You want to know how you can block your money source? Hold on to all of this. It affects the way you move. There's a need for you to forgive them. Relax. Let them go. Forgive them, but let them go. That's a big one. So this would be forgiving and detaching from them. You have grown. You have outgrown a certain type of environment. This is not a sad thing. This ending is not something sad. This ending is completion. This ending is a victory. You're not looking at it as a victory. You're thinking, for some of you guys, it could be people that you had beside you on your journey. This could be for the people who are self-employed and have their own businesses and things like that. Somebody on the side of you of your journey is not going to be there to you. It's not going to be there when you are actually crossing your threshold. It's okay. For some of you guys, this could be co-workers. This could be jobs. Some of you guys, there are relationships with co-workers that ended badly. But you protected yourself. You rescued you out of a situation. Whatever it is, you saved you out of a situation. So why are you sad that you saved you out of a situation? It could be the situation at hand. It's okay to be upset about the situation at hand happening. But again, if you look through the lenses of it's all good, and you save you out of a situation, you were able to get out of somewhere unscathed, that seems like a sound, a means of celebration. That seems like a reason to celebrate. What does Libra need to be on the lookout for? What does Libra need to be on the lookout for? The evil queen. Yeah, the one who's trying to betray you. You deserve sugar, not salt. Relax. Unplug for a spell. Let them go. Yeah, for some of you guys, this has a lot to do with this. Don't judge you in a situation. You are hard on you and you stop judging them. Like, oh, You're very self-aware. But also you're so self-aware that you don't allow a person to take accountability for their actions when they wrong you. You are so self-aware that it's almost to a fault for some of you. Some of you guys, that's going to hit. It's going to hit because you are so self-aware. You are the one who's always accountable, but you're so self-aware to a point that it's almost like it's hurting you. Where you allow yourself to be the blame, so you tend to stay in situations longer than you need to. And when you get out of them, you know that you stayed into a situation longer than you needed to. And you know that you gave them a pass because you continue to blame yourself, but you continue the cycle. It's time to stop the cycle. It's time to kind of be aware of the cycle. Again, critical parent. Somebody had a critical parent. Not meaning that your parent didn't love you. Your parent probably loved the mess out of you and wanted the best for you. And it came out as being overly critical. Again, the way that you redo that is you would reparent yourself. And you would have to be someone who you didn't have. You would have to be the parent that you didn't have. The parent that you wanted, but you did not have to you. Because there's a person or something that's coming up in your life where you can see the red flag, but then you go and say, well, I did this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da. So I guess. And you keep yourself in certain situations longer than you need to. And the thing is you know it. Because once you get out of it, you know where the past is that you gave them. But it's just you being completely self-aware to the point where you probably know all about psychology and energy and spirituality and so much, so very, very smart that it kind of plays tricks on you. Somebody is very, very self-aware. Like you can read a person with no deck, no cards, no nothing, eyes closed, just energy. And it's because you're a great reader of your own energy. What's coming towards Libra? Ooh. You got the shark. Swim away from the situation. It's a situation that you need to swim away from today. There's something that you don't need to be involved in. Now, I'm getting like it's an environment, it's a temperament, it's a conversation, it's some drama that you just need to stay out of it. Somebody can get the thirst to not want to disappear. For some of you guys, you need to be in the energy where you're willing to disappear in the drama. Give yourself the props that you need to give yourself to swim away. So this is already letting me know that you are going to swim away from a situation. You're going to get yourself out of it. Give yourself weave together the crown you deserve for swimming away from this situation, this shark. It already says be on the lookout for an evil queen. What's coming towards you is a negative situation that you need to swim away from. And give yourself the crown that you deserve for swimming away from it. For some of you guys, it's going to be more like just obvious. There's a person who's not going to give you the crown that you deserve and leave. For some of you guys, you've done nothing but great work. And these people or this person is never going to give you your crown. You have to give yourself your crown. And the best way is going to be your absence to those people or that person. They're never going to give you. Be aware of people who never give you your props. Be real attentive in friendships and siblings and familyhoods and work dynamics where it takes it's like teeth. It's like them pulling teeth for them to give you your props, your compliments, your flowers. Any area where you know you're killing it, that they're afraid to give it to you. Some people may say it as jokes. If they always have to insult you in the way of congratulating you, that's a red flag. Okay? Because it's going to be a time in your life where you don't need no insults and all you need is complete congratulations, and they won't be able to give you that. So they won't say anything. But be mindful of a person who refuses to give you the props that you deserve. There's something you're supposed to have given your flowers. You were supposed to have been gotten your flowers from a particular group, a particular person. And don't be afraid to leave and give your own self those flowers, okay? Your absence does not mean that they are correct. The fact that you're walking away does not mean that you're guilty, so you're walking away. The fact that you're walking away from a vibration that you have outgrown means that you are enlightened and no longer craving that fix from those emotions. You're no longer a junkie to those emotions anymore, and you have healed your addiction. For some of you guys, the addiction is hooked onto the addiction to certain negative emotions and certain dramas and chaos in your life. You just have to have that fix. And a lot of it comes from the way we were raised, upbringing. I feel like if you are on your healing journey and you're new, I feel like a lot of people, you've been in this, but studying your childhood will definitely get you to understand who you are and why you are the way you are. All right, let's see. Ancestors, what messages do you have for us? Since you can see further than we can, how can you guide us on this journey? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm so late, but it's okay. Storm. The hurricane. Every storm comes to an end. Feast. This is one of them. There's a storm in your life that's coming to an end. And you'll be able to celebrate and you'll be able to feast. And you have all the answers to get to your every wish, to manifest your every wish. You actually have all the answers right now. And you could definitely be in a storm. But every storm comes to an end. And you are on your way to your manifestations. You will be feasting soon. Every storm, I'm getting this message that every storm ends with a feast or a symbol. There's a symbol of a feast to let you know that the storm is over. So that storm would be a famine. How do you know that the famine is over? It's a feast. It's the harvest. That's how you know a famine is over. Be prepared to feast. All right, Libra, that was your reading. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. And make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.